Yeah, we're good. Sorry. I had all the platforms up in the background and they were playing and they were messing me up. Welcome back to the first episode of the HVAC Uncensored Podcast. You know, I always start this show off by showing those companies love who help make this podcast possible. Guys, it's a new year. I want to go ahead and take a minute on the very first show to show love to each and every one of the sponsors that are a part of this, starting with my friends over at Yellow Jacket. Guys, I absolutely love being affiliated with Yellow Jacket. I love everything about them. You know, they have been with me. This is my first sponsor that's been with me 5 years from day one when I started podcasting. I have extreme loyalty to them, and they are amazing, amazing people over there. I cannot wait to see them and spend time with them in HR. And like I always say, and I'm going to read this read, it means something to me. As most of you know, I'm a second generation HVAC technician. 20 plus years in the trade, but I always think back to those days working with my dad that I cherish so much. My dad always said, your tools are an extension of yourself. If you buy quality tools and take care of them, they'll take care of you. Most of the time, you only have to buy them once. Well, that brand I think back to is Yellow Jacket. They've been making quality products for 70 years and counting, making them right here in the US of A. If you're looking for quality tools you can depend on and get the job done, then look no further than my friends over at Yellow Jacket. Yellow Jacket has been trusted by my family for generations now, and we don't plan on stopping anytime soon. Remember, 70 years of expertise built into every tool. Guys, they have some new stuff coming out here. Their new combustion analyzer, which I should have here any day, actually. To be able to check out. So that's going to be another giveaway prize. But check them out. This is some of their new products that are out. The YJack Mano has been out for a little bit. The Turbo Recovery Machine I have sitting behind me, that's been out for a little bit. But the combustion analyzer, the CA502, is one of their newest items they have out to the market, and it is supposed to be very good, very advanced for the cost of what you're paying. So if you guys are looking for a combustion analyzer this heating season, go take a look at my friends over at Yellow Jacket. Next, COMPANYCAM. So a lot of things with COMPANYCAM growing. Finally going to have them. They are scheduled to come back on the podcast. Miss COMPANYCAM Claire, finally, after forever. She's a very busy woman, but she is awesome about getting the word out about how this place helps, you know, businesses grow and the things that they can offer. They have what's called a blueprint event. It's a one-day event that is coming up here in 2023 that I am fortunate enough that I'm going to be a guest speaker. I'm just not sure if I'm going to be in Dallas, Denver, or Chicago, but I will be in one of those cities come May to be a speaker at their event, and they are doing some amazing things. So the only app every HVAC company needs, COMPANYCAM, makes it dead simple to communicate, document, and problem solve with your technicians no matter where you are. COMPANYCAM brings documentation, communication, and liability protection together in one simple, easy-to-use app for you and your entire team. Take unlimited photos and videos, share custom reports, create flawless before and afters, and even communicate and share progress with property owners with galleries and project timelines, all from your smartphone. COMPANYCAM is the only app every HVAC company needs. Check it out at companycam.com/ or I think it's a / HVAC Uncensored. They will give you a free 14-day trial, absolutely free, no credit card, no nothing. Try it out free for 14 days. If you don't like it, hey, no harm, no foul. If you do, they will give you 50% off your first 2 months just for being a part of Uncensored Nation. Alrighty, next. I know, just relax, people. Let's get through this. Let's pay the bills, all right? BLUON. You guys know how I feel about BLUON. We're going to have another tech support episode coming up here soon. Guys, what BLUON does for HVAC technicians, to me, is priceless. You can't put a value on it. You can't put a number, a dollar. But the fact that they do all of it for free is amazing. So when I hear people badmouth BLUON, I just kind of chuckle. I will always defend them. I feel like I need to, but I just chuckle because I don't know what you could say bad about them. They give free tech support 365 days a year on any brand of equipment. 365 days a year on any brand of equipment. Nobody else offers anything even remotely close to that. They are amazing, amazing people. They'll give you manuals on anything you could possibly find. And if you don't find it in their system, if you call them, they will find it for you. You know, and I'm going to keep saying this. They found Mr. Jason Johnson a manual for a 70-plus-year-old boiler in one day. All right. And I'm so glad they did that because it shows what they can do if you just give them a chance. And especially for free. And the app, they're going to unveil some things with their app that are making it easier. It's going to do even more, where you can order your parts directly through them. It goes directly through whatever part house that you use locally. It just makes it simplifies it, makes it easier. You get what you need when you need it. And they also have the courier service that's going to be able to deliver to you. So guys, you cannot beat what they do. So make sure that if you have not become a BLUON Pro member, download the BLUON app and have that, second set of eyes in your pocket because they are there to help you. All right, let's do this pledge and let's get on with this fucking show. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God bless the United States, and thank you to all those men and women who defend it.
Five, four, three, two, one, go. Welcome to the #1 rated HVAC podcast. If you're looking to grow in the HVAC industry, then you're in the right spot. Blue collar people talking about blue collar shit. Let's get better together. So turn up the volume, buckle your seatbelt, and let's welcome your host, Gil KV Jr.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the HVAC Uncensored Podcast. I am your host, Gil KV Jr. Here we are in Season 4, Episode 1. Happy fucking New Year, everybody. I hope you guys all had a great holiday, Christmas and New Year's with your family. I'll get into mine here in a second. But I hope you guys all had a safe holiday. You got to enjoy yourself, take some time off, all that good stuff. But real fast, some of the people that are in here, just to say a quick thank you. Let's see. Mr. Rookie, I'm glad you made it, buddy. I was talking to Rookie earlier. I know he was at work. Didn't think he was going to make it. Mr. Kraus, what is up, my man? Mr. Sean Tunge, he is on through Facebook. Mr. Sam Andrew, hello. HVAC Arwood Zay, thank you for coming here, man. I appreciate you. I haven't seen your name in here before, so I appreciate you. Is that Isaiah? Let's see who else have I seen in here. Cool and Comfortable. Hello. Who else have I missed? I know we have Mr. Gary Geisberg is in here. Mr. Jason Johnson is in here. Mr. Zeke. So hello everyone. Guys, the last I did not plan on taking off for the holidays. Normally I take off the week of Christmas. Excuse me, and I take off the week like after New Year's, but I had to take off this year. Just so you guys know, my mom ended up going to the hospital the Friday before New Year's, and she was in the hospital for a week, and I was in a hospital up near DC, and I live right outside of Baltimore, and it sucked. And it really, really taught me the power of communication because, we can go out to a customer's house or a business or whatever we do, commercial, industrial, whatever side you want. And you can do the best fucking job in the world. But if you don't explain and communicate that to the customer, they may leave and have a bad taste in their mouth. And you may leave there thinking that you did the best, like, oh my God, they're so happy. I did the fucking best maintenance on that unit, or I did the best on that I could possibly do. So this hospital probably treated my mom good. Man, sorry. Probably treated my mom good, but the communication was so fucking bad that I didn't know what was going on. nurses that I'm not angry with them because I know they were just trying to give me information, but they were making things seem way worse than they actually were. Like it went from my mom going into, oh, it's more of a precaution to, oh, we're going to do this procedure to, oh, procedure went great. She's in recovery. Cool. You know, she's going to be in recovery for a while. She should be in a room by such and such amount of time. I go up after that amount of time. Mom's not in the room. I get a call. Oh, she started bleeding really bad. She's in ICU. I'm like, what? But anyway, to my mom coming home the following day. So my mom is home. And then Sunday, you guys know my wife has some health issues. She collapsed in our bedroom. So I had to have an ambulance take her to the hospital. She's home. Everybody's home. Everybody's fine. But 2023 has given me a swift kick to the dick. That's for sure. So it's kind of delayed some things. Just so everybody knows, all of the prize winners, everything is boxed up. The only good thing I was able to, oh shit. Everybody got one of my new stickers that came in. So one, or I think it's probably more than one, 2, 3, something like that, are in all of these boxes. It is all boxed up, and I will take it to the post office here in the next day or so. I apologize, but last week being in the hospital, doing all this bullshit, shipping packages out was the least of my worries. But yeah, so my mom's doing good. She's sore. She has to do some outpatient things, and but she's going to be all right. It's a long story short. They noticed it. My mom had lung cancer. She had a nodule. She had the top of her lung removed a little while back, and at that time, she has a scar on her neck from a stroke she has had previously, and the top of that, it's like a little like bubble thing that has grown. And they were going to try to do a biopsy of it. And when they did it, it started bleeding and wouldn't stop. So they thought that it was like an aneurysm and connected to the vein. So that's what started all this. But she is good. They do think it's cancerous, but the positive news is it's not connected to anything. So if they remove it, she's going to be all right. And my wife is good. My wife has the brain condition, but from different medications and steroids, it's also given her some like intestine issues. We don't realize some of these medicines these doctors give us, you know, it may help us with one thing, but gives us a problem in another area. And something had caused a blockage somehow. And yeah, she just fucking like collapsed, and it was no bueno. But everybody's good. I'm happy to say that. I'm ready to get started. I have a lot of things happen in 2023. I'm going to buy a house. A lot of things happen with the podcast. 2023, I am actually going to get out and be traveling. So the first one coming up is going to be HR here in less than a month. So I will fly out February 5th. And I'm going to videotape everything, make some videos. I'll be there for the HVAC Tactical Award Show, which will be the night of February 5th. And then the following day, February 6th, HR Expo will start. Me and Mr. Rookie will be staying with our good friends, Mr. Tersh and Josh, and Tersh's lovely wife. You know, it's a big ass house and stuff like that Tersh got, and we're all staying there. So it is going to be an awesome time. I cannot wait. And then, like I said, I will also be in May. I'm not sure. You guys tell me. What city would you rather want to see? Dallas, Denver, or Chicago? So I have those 3 options in May. They're different dates, obviously, but I can go to one of them. I've been invited to be a guest speaker at the COMPANYCAM Blueprint event, which is pretty awesome. I'm excited to get out and about this year because of health things and stuff last year and different, you know, personal problems, I was not able to get out. And I'm definitely going to get out and about in 2023. That's for damn sure. Let me look at some of these comments real fast. Oh, Miss Jessica Egan. How are you there, ma'am? So yeah, moving on with that one so when it comes to the podcast, I'm in the process. So like, I think like there's a lot of things that I want to do with this channel and this brand and stuff like that. You know, So I have the store that's open. There's some merchandise, that you guys can go to the website, HVACuncensored.com. But it only gives you a couple of options because the back end of the store is not finished. I'm trying to finish the store to make different items, t-shirts and different things like that. I want them to be quality things. I don't want you guys to buy something from me and it not meet my standards. So that's why this is taking so long. Shouldn't be too much longer and that store will be complete. The other thing is I've been trying to find an editor. I'm really trying to build the YouTube channel when it comes to video. I can't put anything more on my plate. Between running several businesses, this podcast, being a husband and a father of four, I can't put anything else on my plate because if I do, the other things are going to start to lack in the quality of what I'm trying to do with them. So I found someone who I thought was going to work, and he's a very, very nice guy. I just don't think it's going to work out. So for several reasons. So now I'm back to the, drawing board. I'm trying to find an editor, somebody that was going to do all the editing for me, that I can just concentrate on filming, making content of all different kinds, send it to them. They edit it. They send it back to me. I put it out and, all that stuff. I also have an agency that I'm talking to that I'm going to try to let them manage my social media posts. So social media platforms. So this way I can give them content and then just make videos, send it to them. I'll still be on there answering things, but as far as putting content out, they're going to be able to do that for me. So trying to take some of these things to the next level, trying to do it all by yourself just gets to be a lot. It's hard. And, what do they say that, the road to hell was paved with good intentions. So I always have good intentions of doing a lot of things. It's just sometimes the time is not there to do it. So I'm trying to get these things done. And sometimes you learn that when you get into management, sometimes things have to get done all the time. Doesn't mean that you have to be the one who does them. Sometimes you have to be able to delegate those things to somebody else and then just be the person that oversees them. And that's kind of the point that I've gotten to at the podcast. The podcast makes money financially and stuff like that. So I'm just going to have employees. Rookie has really much been the first employee. He just doesn't get paid. So I hook him up when we go to HR. So, but yeah, I'm going to have some actual physical employees, people on the payroll. Plus I need some tax write-offs, but yeah, so that's kind of the plans for 2023. I'm trying to do some more collaborations, meet with some other influencers and film some videos together. So I'm not going to say any names yet because things being worked out in the back to be able to travel and just make some videos with some other people. I think it would be cool, especially some of the guys would be me meeting them in person for the first time. Talked on the phone a million times, but never actually met at an event or something like that. At least not as of now. It may happen here soon, but it just hasn't happened yet. But let me ask all of you, I want you guys to answer this for me. What plans do you have for yourself going into 2023? Do you have any plans out of the norm that something is going to change? You're going to do something different. This is going to happen for me in 2023. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to do this. You can feel free to meet me at AHR. It's all right, Jessica. I can get dinner this year. Hey, Sean, you can come out here for sure, man. If you let me know when you're trying to come out this way, you can 100% come out. Oh, well, congratulations, my man. That's fucking awesome. Congrats. Justin Bigelow, when you say get side jobs rolling, so do you want to keep it side work? Do you ever plan on if you get enough side work growing into something bigger like your own business, or you just like keeping it the side hustle? So the big thing, so obviously we know we have the changes coming in 2023 as far as the trade's concerned. We have the CHIIRP 2 stuff, which is we've already talked about in the previous podcast. Honestly, it's the stupidest thing ever. I get it. We got to do what they say, blah, 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 which is kind of dumb. I know it's throwing a monkey wrench, but we'll get through all that kind of stuff when it comes to different equipment. If you are out there like Justin, man, if you're doing side work and you happen to be doing That's awesome, Justin. I hope that happens, man. If you ever need help with that, please feel free to hit me up. I'd be more than happy to help you in any way. I want to help people get to those kind of situations. Yeah, with the CR2 stuff, which is a joke, and that should be but we'll get used to that all soon. But what I was going to say, people like you, Justin, that are doing side work, if you happen to do some installs and stuff like that, please make sure that you're putting in CR2 matchups. That's all that you should be getting sold, but just make sure to confirm, because what I've heard from several sources all over the country, not even just locally, is they are going to go ham. They're going to go crazy with these fines in the beginning to let people know that they're fucking serious. So, and all you need is one tech to go out and look at something, or somebody sees something and they're going to try to get paid or think they're going to get some kind of reward, and they're going to call and they're going to rat on you. So please make sure you guys protect yourself. You're safe. You're doing things the right way. It's the proper SEER matchups, and your supply, like I said, your supply houses shouldn't be even allowed to sell you other things. But let's be honest, some of these people still have stuff in the warehouse they're trying to get rid of. So just please protect yourself. Okay. And the other thing I wanted to say is I actually have brand new sponsor reads that aren't in the studio right now. So I was thinking in my head as I was reading them that these guys are probably like, man, what the fuck, this same old shit. But I have new ones that all new ones are made up. I just didn't bring them here. So I'm actually have a studio in my office right now. Not really a studio, but I have a microphone and a camera. So this year, probably won't be till after AHR. So sometime in February, it will not be a video version. I don't think I'm going to do the video. We'll see. But it will be just an extra audio podcast that'll come out every week. It's going to be raw. No editing, no nothing. It's just going to be kind of me talking about different things that we're doing in our business in detail, different situations with the text that may occur. I may have one of the texts come on. I don't know. We'll see. But that is going to be on there for you guys to listen to when it comes to audio. So make sure you're checking that out. I always have this control room open, and it's just it's acting funny for some reason. I don't know why. So I say this not to be a dick, but you guys know that I'm kind of very forward with how I say things. But when I hear those people that are like, oh, 2023, it's a new year, it's a new me. Most people who say things like that don't do what they say. That's just honest. Me telling you what I'm going to do in 2023 is just my plans. If God forbid this was June of 2022, it would still be my plans. The new year doesn't make any difference. But I do believe in setting goals for yourself. And I learned this, like people say that you can write things into fruition. And I totally believe that. You can think something, but if you write it down, it makes it real. You're putting it out into the ether. So set goals for yourself. Hold yourself accountable to those goals, whether they're in your personal life, they're in your work, your career, or whatever it is. Set goals for yourself. You should have small, short-term goals, long-term goals. I used to always say to my wife, and she laughs when I say it, because back when we were dating, I'd always say the little things make the big things happen, and she'd be like, "You're so fucking gay." Like, sorry, you can't say that nowadays. Sorry, YouTube, don't take this down. You're so fucking stupid. But it's true. Little things make the big things happen. So the whole point of doing this podcast is, obviously it's to make myself better, and I want all of you to be better. It's to meet cool people, which is, some of you I get to meet in person, some of you I don't, but just to have these conversations, these friendships, those of you that are here every week, and we talk and we bullshit, and little things like that, like Casey having twins, that's amazing. That's life-changing. And I want all of us to be the best version of ourselves. I always say that if you are not, you have to be uncomfortable to grow. So if you are comfortable in your life, you're not growing. And I know that hurts to hear sometimes, because everybody's like, I love my life. I get to do this and I get to do that. And that's fine. But if you are not uncomfortable from time to time, then you are not growing. You're not growing as a person. That's just the truth. And we get complacent with things and we sit around and we say, man, I wish I did this. I wish I did that. Man, I wish I had this. I really want that. And not that, and I'm not saying that I don't do it. So please, this is not me preaching, because I am, a creature of habit. I do the same shit. So please don't take it as I'm preaching like I do this and you don't. But we have to hold ourselves accountable and set goals for ourselves and make sure that we're meeting those things. Like I always say that you should have, personal goals, for yourself, physical goals, mental goals, relationship goals, work goals, and literally write those down. Get a little book or get little fucking like index cards and write it down. Put it somewhere that you're going to see it every day. And guys, after I beat my addiction and I got into the real world, and obviously HVAC is all I've ever known, I thought to myself, like, I saw some of my friends that were successful. They were making money and they were doing things. And, I had 2 kids already and didn't know what the fuck I was going to do and how I was going to get what I wanted in life. And I knew that I had no fucking time to waste. None. I'm like, so if I want to do something, or if I want to be where I want to be, I need to let a fire under my ass. Helicopter. Oh, must be looking for somebody. I don't know if you guys can hear that on here, but, oh, sorry. Looking at some of the comments. Craig told me it's like cutting down a tree. Just swing the axe. Each swing gets you closer to chopping it down. Fucking men, Jessica, and amen. What's up, Jason? I saw you come back, buddy. Ghetto Bird. Yes, it is. It's funny because a friend of mine is the pilot of it for Baltimore City. But yeah, set those goals. You know what I mean? Like, we have to get out of our comfort zone to grow, to be better and do different things. And I always used to get into situations where I'd find a comfortable little zone and I'd just ride that motherfucker out. It's like hopping on a wave. Not that I've never surfed in my life, but it's like hopping on a wave and you just go, and you're supposed to bail and you don't. And that's what I would do. But now I've just found myself pushing myself a little bit more. And I notice a lot more things happen. A lot more, finances get better. My relationship gets better, me and my wife, because, when you're with somebody so January 5th, we'll be married 10 years the second time, if that makes sense. I've married the same woman twice. But together, we've been together like almost like 20 something years, 25 years. She was my high school sweetheart. And, but you're with somebody so long that, saying I love you becomes just a thing that you say. Actions speak louder than words. So you got to make sure you still do those little things to show that person how you feel. And I had to rework myself as being a husband to make sure that I was doing the things, showing my wife the care and love she needs as a wife, that a husband should provide to his wife, that I was being a good enough father to my children, that I was, teaching my sons how to be a man. I was teaching my daughters how a man should treat a woman. You know what I mean? Like, all those little things you have to think about sometimes and always try to be the best version of that. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. The only other bad thing about January 25th, it's also my dad died on the my wedding anniversary. So, but although that it's still going to hit me because my dad meant the world to me. My dad was my hero. He always will be. He's the reason I do what I do. But I felt like in past years, my wife I felt like she hasn't wanted to celebrate our anniversary because she knows it's such a hard day for me. So yeah. So this year I want to try to make that up to her and make sure that it's about her and about us and not about that. Because I know that's not what my dad would have wanted. So but yeah, that's a crazy thing. So the whole point of that I'm getting on here is I'm not trying to preach. It's a new year, and I know that's the mentality. It's like, go get a gym membership, and anybody who goes to the gym, like I go to the gym. Me and my son, we go to the gym. I have stuff at the house, but me and my son, we go to the gym all the time. Yeah, not trying to preach or nothing like that. It's oh, that's what I was saying about the gym membership. And a lot of people know that January is the worst month to go to the gym. I almost avoid it because everybody's there getting a membership. They're going to work out. I'm going to lose weight this year. No, you're not. No, I'm not trying to say I'm being a dick, but it's like, no, you're not. Not to most of those people. They're not. You go beginning of February and all those people are gone. It's sad, but it's true. It's what happens. And that's what we don't want in our life. We want to set realistic goals, but we also want to push ourselves to an end game, to an end goal of what we're trying to do. That's why I like, he's up in the comments. I forget his name. What was his name? It was Justin, wasn't it? Bigelow. Saying that he's concentrating on doing side work to eventually want to build his own company. That's his dream. That's fucking awesome. Build that fucking dream. You chase that fucking dream, man. I'm pretty sure his name was Justin. I don't want to sit here and call him the wrong thing. I'm almost positive. Yes, Justin Bigelow. Do that, bro. Chase that fucking dream, man. And you got it. No risk, no reward. Guys, I have, businesses now and run companies, but I wish when I was younger, I would have took the fucking step to start my own company. I didn't because I got comfortable. I was a technician. I was making good money. I don't need to take that risk. So I did all that work to get my master's license for nothing. Well, it wasn't for nothing, but you know what I mean? So I respect the people that take that risk. Eventually I went into business with people and failed, and that was stupid. And, in my career, I'm fine being the right-hand man right now. That's why I love the situation I'm in with Beltway. Ryan is, most of you guys know who Ryan is. Ryan is actually the owner of Beltway. Good friend of mine. He's become one of my best friends. He was young and took a risk to start this company. Went through all the bullshit in the beginning to now have a multi-million-dollar HVAC company. He had to risk it. And that's how we get things in life. You cannot play it safe. So all of you out there, if you think you're going to start a business in 2023 and it's going to be fucking peaches and cream, don't do it, because that's not what's going to happen. All right? I don't care how many people you see on Facebook or social media that they're my company's worth $100 million, or I have a $40 million company. That's great, but they don't all tell you what they had to go through to get there. Okay. Oh, of course, man. I always rock Chris's shit. Yeah. Yeah. I always, the sad part is, and this is, I need to actually pay for one of Chris's shirts, because normally he gives me everything and I feel bad because he's my friend. I'll obviously wear it and support him, but I got to go on his website and buy one of his shirts. Normally, Chris gives me enough shit at like AHR that I don't have to buy any of his stuff, because I have like one of every color and his hats and all that. I don't wear his hat because I guess my head shrunk. It's too big. But but thank you, man. I appreciate that, Jason. Yeah, dude, all of us, we're all friends, man. Support each other. We talk behind the scenes. It's all about, the greater good in what we do. But that's why I go to a lot of these events. That's what I love about AHR, is I get to hang out with all these guys. They're my friends. We talk all year on the phone, and then we finally get to hang out, and it's a fucking blast. I love it. I so look forward to AHR. I cannot wait till it comes. Oh, Zeke, my mom's good, man. Well, you're on the other side. My mom has Kaiser Permanente insurance, so it's like certain hospitals you got to go to. And the area I live in. I had to take my mom to Holy Cross Hospital, like in fucking Silver Spring. And the communication was horrible. My mom's in the hospital for a week, and it went from precaution, she's okay, oh my God, she's in ICU, it's seriously wrong, to she's going home the next day. So, but she's good. But I don't know if you heard, Zeke, my mom came home, and then my wife collapsed in our bedroom, went to the hospital Sunday in an ambulance, like around like 1:30, 2 o'clock. And yeah, with that. But she's home. Everybody's good. Let me get to some of these. And I'm sorry I'm not sure what's going on with the people not being able to find it or going away. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. I really wish that I was going to the symposium, Jessica. I am going to go to the next one that happens. So not the one that. So, amen to that, Jason. Yeah. When is the symposium, Jessica? Jimmy, what's up, my man? So, if you guys see his comment come through, it's going to say the Restream bot from Facebook. I don't know if you guys see it on there, but that is Jimmy. Jimmy is he was supposed to be the guest last week, which I can't wait for you guys, if you don't know Jimmy already, to be able to meet him. He teaches at a school, and they're doing a fucking kick-ass job. So I'm not going to get into it now. We'll talk about it when we get him scheduled, hopefully here soon, around his work schedule. But yeah. It's I can't wait to do that because they're doing shit right. I wish every school did what he did at his school. Next week. Yeah, I knew it was close. So I'm probably gonna try to go to the one that he does next year. Because I know they're always close to HR for the most part, but I gotta get out to one of those. What is up, Mr. Hughes, man? Happy New Year to you, brother. Hughes, are you going to be at AHR this year, my man? The platform. So I'm on Facebook and YouTube, Jimmy, but I would say probably YouTube's probably the best one to go to. If you just look for HVAC Uncensored, you'll find it since I'm live in Austin. How far, Jason, how far is Austin from Dallas? Because I thought about going. So like I told you earlier, I'm going to be a guest speaker at COMPANYCAM's Blueprint event. Well, it's in the process, but it's gonna happen. But I can go to the event. I'm not gonna go to all of them, but I can go to Dallas, Denver, or Chicago. What city would you guys think to go to? And I was thinking about Dallas just because I have so many friends and stuff in Texas that I think that would be cool to go. HVAC teacher. Hello. Yeah. So Dallas was my first choice, is the one that I was thinking. Although Denver's beautiful though. If you've never gotten off the airport in Denver and you've looked at those mountains, it's pretty beautiful. Yeah. So not this upcoming, the following year it'll be in Orlando. I went to the last one in Orlando. Yeah, so it'll go Atlanta, Orlando, Chicago, Vegas. Oh, HVAC teacher, that's you, Jimmy, right? Duh. I just realized I forgot who that was. Oh, yeah, AK Jimmy. It is. Atlanta airport is huge. That's what she said. But is it? Oh, okay. So they probably did that because Chicago got canceled because of COVID. So that makes sense. But before it was Orlando, Atlanta, Orlando, Chicago, Vegas. No, what was it? Orlando, Chicago, Vegas. Yeah. So they're probably putting Chicago back in there because it got canceled. So that's cool. I don't mind going to Chi-Town. Yeah, Colorado is awesome. When I went there to visit a friend of mine who sadly no longer here. But when you get off and you just look over and look at those mountains, it is so beautiful. Airport is beautiful. It's like you're landing on a mountain. Jimmy, actually, I don't want to ask that question. Oh, cannot make it. Ah, man. Well, that sucks. I won't be able to see you there, Hughes, but I get it, buddy. It happens. You said it back there. I didn't get to see it. I see Young coming to you live from the porcelain throne. Well, no, Jimmy, I was gonna ask, like, how long is your school from start to finish? How long are they with you before they go out to try to get a job? Why, Jessica? Why is it the worst drive? Oh, flat and boring. 16 weeks for 3 semesters. Nice. I got to send you the link again, Jimmy, so we can get you back on, man. I want to try to get you and Ben Poole from HVAC Tactile in the next couple of weeks, man. So I'm going to send you a link that is, it's not going to be the Wednesday show because I think the Wednesday shows are booked up, but it's going to be, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So whatever day that you're available, so we can try to get you on so you don't got to wait, man. I felt bad canceling. It's just been crazy. Flat, boring cornfields. Kansas is flat and dusty and hot. I've actually never been there. When Kelly was the co-host with me, I was going to go out there to see Kelly a couple of times. It never happened. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that, man. Oh, did you? Well, how long's that been? Because, Kelly sold his business. So Kelly's not even in HVAC anymore. So he sold his company and got out. Oh yeah, dude. Kelly's one of my best friends, man. Kelly just, this podcast, man, takes a lot of work, bro. And this wasn't his passion anymore, and his passion was doing some other things. And as a friend, I was like, dude, if, go do that. And that's what he wanted to do. But yeah, Kelly's, I haven't talked to him a little bit. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I love Kelly to death, dude. He's one of my really good friends. So we didn't split up or stop doing it because of like anything bad. It was just that, things changed and he had other passions that he wanted to do. And as a friend, I want him to do those. Mr. Craig, what is up, buddy? I know this is a dumb question, Jessica, but you said you guys will be at HR, right? Because you're there with HVAC school and all Brian stuff. Yeah, he sold when you moved back to. Yeah, no, he sold. He got a good deal, and I think Kelly was burnt out, man, because Kelly had put a lot of his heart and soul into his business, and he was just burnt out. It wasn't a passion for him anymore. And when he got offered the right number, he took it, and hey, more power to him. Yeah, see, Young, the podcast get to be a lot, man. So I don't know if some of you heard in the beginning. If not, I'll repeat it again here for a second. Yeah, being a business owner is not all it's cracked up to be. It's cool because of some of the freedoms that you get, and it is the American dream as far as some of the tax write-offs and different things that you can do, but it's not easy. That's for damn sure. It's not easy. But I did, and like I said earlier, I just never took the step to, the jump to do it. Or I was like, I don't have enough money. I got to save more. It was never enough. So sometimes you got to make that leap. Nothing. It's never ever going to be perfect. There's never going to be a perfect situation. It's just not going to happen. Yeah. Well, a business is like raising a child. In the beginning, it's going to be a lot of work. You have to mold it and create that business into what you want it to be. You have to lay that foundation and build that foundation. And once that foundation is good and you build it up and you have the right systems and processes in place, then you start to reap the benefits. But in the beginning, you're going to bust your ass to make less money than you made working for somebody else. That's just a sad truth when it comes to, starting a business. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you. There it is. Yeah, okay. I make sure I didn't remove you by accident, Jimmy. Was a co-owner before. Won't do that again. Yeah, so co-owning's hard. I've done that before and it didn't work. And I should have known better because I was trying to go into another family business where it was 2 brothers. So obviously my last name was different. I should have known better. But, I was searching for that opportunity, thought it was a good opportunity, and, it's all right. I'll make it work. I'll be able to push through it. And I didn't, it was a horrible business decision, but you live and you learn. That situation has helped me be better in things that I do now. So Like I said, man, I definitely don't know everything, far from it, whether it comes to, business, technical stuff, sales, whatever it is. I don't. There's people out there that know way more, have forgot more than I know. But I just like to try to share what I do know with people, because maybe there's something that I don't know and I want to learn. Maybe there's something I know that you don't know that I would love to be able to teach you. That's the point of this thing. And that's why a lot of us, the influencers and stuff, we're all friends because we're all trying to give back to the community, to the trade that has been so good to us. And I want to make it better. I want people to have happy and successful lives. Let's be honest. There's a lot of miserable fucking people out there. Like, I feel like maybe when you're on vacation, you notice it a little bit more or a little bit less, but when you're just walking, especially if you live near a big city, but just look at the people around you when you're walking down the street and just look at people's faces. People just don't look fucking happy. But then on Facebook, everybody's best life ever. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, but it's not real. And, we can always make money, but we can never get time back. And I heard a quote the other day when I was watching something, and sharing is caring. Damn right. And it was like, he said, if people think money can't buy happiness, you've never had money. So I was like, maybe he's right. But he said that once he made money, he wanted to make just enough to be able to create more time for himself. So when you have money, you're able to buy that time back because, think about it. And you guys might have seen this post. I think it's on Instagram or one of them. How many hours of sleep? So there's 24 hours in a day. How many hours do they say we should sleep every night? Go ahead and put in the comments. How many hours of sleep are you supposed to get every night? That's awesome, Craig. Amen, brother. Amen. Exactly. 8 hours. All right. So out of 24 hours, if we sleep for 8, we have 16 hours left in the day. All right. So if you sleep for 8, 16 hours, and most of us work what? 8, 10-hour shifts when you're in the field. Let's just say 8. We'll say a normal day. What up, Levitt? It's your Chevy Levy Odell. That's my fucking senior tech. Levitt's my man. He fixes things so I don't have to go out in the field. But think about that. I will give my thoughts on Lennox here in a second, Zay. All right. So let's just say 8 for the sake of argument. Somebody works an 8-hour shift. You have 8 hours left in a day. You have 8 hours left to shit, shower, shave, eat, supposedly 3 meals, or let's just say 2, breakfast and lunch, because we'll count your other lunch in the other 8 hours. You're supposed to eat twice. You're supposed to call your mom, your dad, spend time with your children, with your significant other. Like, there's almost no way to try to do everything. Like, we're set up to fail. You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of us, we don't sleep properly. I couldn't tell you the last time I've got 8 hours of sleep. But some people I know that are wealthy, you call their house 9 o'clock at night, ain't nobody fucking answering. You know what I mean? They go to bed early and they wake up early. You know what I mean? Like, I started reading some of these books and it's hard for me to read books. No way I want to work 12 hours days anymore. No thanks. Yeah, man. That's, and all of us did it in the beginning when we started out because that was what we thought we had to do to get to where we wanted to be. That was one of those stepping stones. You had to grind it out and work because you're trying to provide for your family. You're trying to get that, make that money, make that bread so that your kids can have that, extra video game or go on that vacation. You work all year and slave away for that 1 week vacation at the beach. You know what I mean? Like, just think about your life. I don't want my life to be that way. I want to be able to enjoy my family, my friends, the people around me. That's why, Levitt's on here. That's Chevy Levy Odell, works for us. That's why at Beltway we try to be different. We're not perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect company. And we still have a lot of things we're trying to change. But, if they come to me and say, hey, my daughter has a dance recital this Friday and it's fucking July and we're busy. He's like, I know we're busy, but I'd really love to be there. I'm going to make sure he's fucking there. Because we can always have an opportunity to make money, but he's not going to have a chance to be there again. You know what I mean? Good night, Tanj. Have a good night, brother. And we will set up you coming to see me, buddy. Like, shit. Email me. I'll give you my cell phone number, man. I know you're not a creep, so I don't mind giving you my cell phone number. I don't give it out to anybody. But that way we'll talk and we'll set up you coming down here, all right? But, fuck. See, I lose my train of thought so fast. Let me go back in some of these comments because somebody asked some questions that I didn't see. Mr. Harry McLaurin, I know you asked question. I know you got my number, Jessica. Don't tell Craig. He's not supposed to know I gave you my number. Jesus. Adam, what's up, buddy? Exactly, Jimmy. Squirrel. Change the subject. I forgot what I was thinking about. Yeah, C. Levitt says, Beltway's great with family time. And we just try to, make sure that people have a life, that we always got opportunities to make money. But don't forget what you're doing it for. Adam, I'm going to message you, buddy. I didn't forget you, so me and you can talk. I don't know if you've seen some of the social media posts, man. I've had family, my mom and my wife in the hospital the last week and a half. So 2023 has jump kicked me in the penis. Oh, we got a spousal fight on here. They're fighting over who works more. Okay, so both of you have a problem if you're talking about who works more. How about you both take a day off and do nothing? How about that? But real fast, some of these questions. Mr. Henry McLaurin asked a question a little while back. I'm sorry I didn't see this, man. Let me try to. It says, I work for a small HVAC company of 4. We had a horrible 2022, but things picked up. I think he means end of the year. The owner and I are the only experienced technicians. Long story short, kind of feel like a douche wanting to leave to start my own company with us being so busy. Thoughts? No, don't feel like a douche. I always say this when it comes to, I don't ever want to scare anybody from starting their own business, but you can be the best technician in the world and be the worst business owner. Okay. It's 2 different skill sets. So know that going into it, but you can work for somebody and they're an awesome boss. But if your desire is to open your own company, then you're going to have to take a try. You know what I mean? If one of the guys came to us at Beltway, came to me and Ryan and said, I really want to start my own company, we would help them. Obviously they sign a non-compete. You can't steal our customers or take our processes and stuff like that. But if that's their goal, then by all means, how can be mad? The people that I used to work for, I'd never be where I am if I didn't go take those risks. Ryan wouldn't have Beltway if he wouldn't have left the company he was at to start Beltway. You know what I mean? So you have to do it, Henry. So just prepare yourself. Make sure you prepare yourself to do it. And even if that owner is good to you, still not your company. You're not the one that's getting the benefits. And, they can only pay you so much. You know what I mean? So just something to think about. That's awesome, Jason. Your company allows you the time to come off. No, fuck you. You're not starting your own company, Levitt. You're not allowed to. Anybody else can, but you can't. He is. What do you mean, Henry? He is. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Squirrel again. I was thinking about something else. Oh, appreciate your thoughts. I did. Yellow Jacket sent me some of these. They're little light things. Oh, No, and that's awesome, Henry, that he's a good boss. I mean, that's cool that he's a good boss. And, maybe you can learn from him if he's a good boss. He's good at business and stuff like that. But don't let that deter you from owning your own company. Like, is he a young guy? Is he an older guy? Is there a chance that maybe you could take over the business? Something like that. But I always say this, and Levitt will concur. When somebody comes to work for us, I don't care if you're a fucking helper or you're coming to be the new, CEO, which they're not taking my job, but we give you, everything in an offer letter. Everything is in writing, because if it's not in writing, it does not exist. So if you work for somebody and say you are in that position where they're like, oh man, I'm going to let you take over the company and, you're going to run it. I was in one of those situations for 12 years and I'm no longer there. Learned a lot from that man, a lot. I have nothing but respect for him, but it was time to move on. Just remember that if it's not in writing, it doesn't exist. Yeah, no, that's definitely harder. Trying to start out and get into commercial, you almost have to have contacts. There's contracts you can bid on, but you have to have the money to bid on them, to be able to get those contracts and keep up. There was a guy, Rookie, you were there. I want to say, is Hughes? Are you still here, Hughes? I want to say Hughes was there. Scott, remember the guy we were talking to outside of, it was right after the HVAC Tactical Awards, and we were talking to a guy, I forget where he was located, but he started his own commercial business and all he does is maintenance. And he's very successful. And he has like car dealerships. He's thought of a system. Guy never shut the fuck up, and Scott, if Rookie remembers who I'm talking about, you do. Okay, you do. But he had his business model work for him. It was literally some car dealerships that he would take care of. They paid him a good amount of money. And that's all he did was fucking maintain those units in a certain area. And the guy was making bank. So, he's 36. Well, I guess in the beginning, and it's only 2 years old, there might be a future. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe if you stick with him, you can be the right-hand man and, maybe have stake in the company that way. That's when you need to be open and honest with him, Henry, and just talk to him about your future plans. Like, hey, man, I love working with you. You're a good boss. Like, I want to help you grow this company as if like, I own part of it. I know I don't. Maybe one day I can try to pitch in, but, I want to do everything I can to help this company. Like me and Ryan used to joke and, we would say that we're partners, but I mean, yeah, we are, but Ryan's the owner. I don't own any piece of Beltway, not one iota. Ryan owns it. I just run the day-to-day operations for him. I'm not going to buy stake in the company, at least not as of right now. It's always his. And, but this is my home. I think of it like it's mine. I care about it like it's mine. And I put my heart and my soul into this to make it be the best it possibly can. At the same time, trying to make his dreams of the company come to fruition. That's my job. That's what I do. Good night, Miss Jessica. I will see you guys here soon. I'm pretty sure you guys said you will be at AHR. So I will see you guys there. Real fast, Sam, I saw your question. I just didn't want to jump off. So the offer letter, we will put anything. So we put the hourly rate that we're offering you. If it's a situation where somebody's coming in asking for something crazy and we say, hey, we'll give you this, but after, 90 days, if, you're a rock star, we'll bump you up to this. It's in writing. It's not just fucking pillow talk. Pillow talk's not the right word. It's not just, bullshit you say to get somebody on board. Vacation time, the van we're giving you, the training that you're getting, trying to think of, every little thing that we'll put in there. So all that stuff is going to be in writing. Awesome. Well, I hope to see you guys if you come, I got you guys. I will get you guys dinner this time. I mean, I know technically Brian paid for it, but you still guys offered to bring us out there, so I appreciate that. It was a good time with you guys. So if you come to Atlanta, I will make sure to take you guys out to dinner to repay that favor. Blowing smoke up his ass. Yeah, there you go. Blowing a little smoke up don't want to give you a virtual rim job. It's funny, when I bought this new mixer, I was all happy about those fucking buttons and the voice changers and shit like that. I don't even use them anymore.
I don't even use the fucking voice changers anymore, but it's fun.
Yeah, of course, man, of course. Oh, so you are going to AHR, Jimmy? Oh, I think you told me you were going, didn't you? Oh, you guys didn't say anything about my 200 lumen fucking neck light from Yellow Jacket. Come on, man. I'm going to wear this when I cook on the grill, to be honest with you. My smoker outside. I got a whole bunch of them, though. That'll be another getaway. Nice. Well, cool. I will buy you a beer, coffee, whatever it is that you drink, but I'll make sure that we hang out. So I have a list of things. Some things I can't talk about yet, but I do know that the I just fucking talked about it. The combustion analyzer. It should be here any day. Jack and Coke, hide the Coke. Oh, hold the Coke. Yeah, I got this Sprite, and I have some. It's like that Smirnoff vanilla in there. That's all we had. I don't ever buy alcohol, so if there's stuff in my house, somebody left it here. And so that's why I started drinking. Not much of a drinker. Yeah, I'm not a big drinker either, so it's all cool. I'll drink when I'm out there. I'll have a few drinks, but I'm not a big drinker either. Yeah, like I said, that's one of the best parts about AHR, man, is getting to meet people, hang out, and be able to do that kind of stuff. It just sucks for me because of the podcast and because of my obligations to sponsors and different things like that, that I have to work while I'm there. I have to do stuff. I can't just, I can't get bullshit the whole time. Even though what I'm doing is fun, it's just rookies with me. It's a tight schedule sometimes. It's like, oh, I got to be here at fucking 11. I'm there from 11 to 11:45. And then I got to walk on the other side because I got to be here from 12:15 to 1:30. And then, when I'm done there, I got to go over here and be here. But it is what it is. Yeah, man. Jimmy, I'm telling you, if this is your first time, AHR is fucking amazing. Yeah, here, let me pop this. Pop this up, man. This is the Yellow Jacket Combustion Analyzer CA502 and the CA502P is an essential tool for assuring the safety, efficiency, and proper operation of heating appliance. With 6 simultaneous readings displayed, CA502 is among the best in the industry. Compact and lightweight, the analyzer is with a magnetic protective holster. Fits in the palm of your hand. What if I have big hands or little hands, The CO over limit protection provides sensory longevity. Yeah, I'm not reading all that, but there it is. So from what I've been told from my sources, the people my reps at Yellow Jacket, that this is designed, it's not designed to be the best one on the market. It's designed to be a budget-friendly one packed full of features. So I'll know more when I get my hands on it. And like I said, it was actually supposed to be here already. So it literally should be here any day now. So we'll see what happens. So 2 gas sensors. And I kind of figured this was coming because I know, the yellow brand that starts with an F and has a P in it, that they just came out there with their new one. So I figured I knew Yellow Jacket had one coming, and the launch was going to be around, similar, whatever. It just happened to be afterwards. So 2 gas sensors for O2 and CO, draft, pressure, and temperature measurements, high CO protection, field replaceable sensors, Yellow Jacket YJ combustion app, and all these other things. I don't know what the difference is between. I don't know what the 502 and the 502P is, but whatever. There it is. All right, I'm going to ask this question. I know we're already half hour over, and I'm going to get ready to end this soon, but I want to ask this question. I believe in combustion analysis. I do. For certain things. I think doing a combustion analysis on a residential gas furnace is a waste of fucking time. You guys can yell at me. I would love to know your thoughts. I just think it's a waste of time. The only thing that you can really change, like you can't change the oxygen. You can't. Yeah, I don't, Adam. I don't know what the retail cost is, man. To be honest with you, because the fact that Yellow Jacket doesn't sell their, like you can't buy it from Yellow Jacket. I don't ever know pricing. Oh, the P. That's okay. Never mind. I just happened to look over. That's what the P is. The one that comes with the wireless printer. Yeah, like oil, I get it, because you can adjust like the oxygen, you can adjust, the oil flow and different things like that. Yes. And you can put a restrictor in the intake to change your O2 and excess air. You can, but most manufacturers don't want you to do that. Because I know people used to put PVC ball valves in the intake air. And that's how they would adjust it. But technically, you're told not to do that, and from dialing it in. So, I mean, yeah, I guess you can check the efficiency to get, the gas pressure set just right. But it's, I don't know. The gas pressure has to be within certain ranges depending on the stage it is per the manufacturer. Otherwise, you're going to start voiding warranties. That's what I mean. Like, we don't have a lot of play. So I'm not saying it's wrong to check it. I'm not saying that. I just feel like, there's other things you can do and be just as thorough. Like using a combustion analyzer to diagnose a cracked heat exchanger. You shouldn't do that. It could help you be like, oh, okay, man, the CO is really, really high. I need to look into this. It's a commercial tech, a combustion analyzer, an absolute must. Yeah, no. And for what you do in the commercial stuff, Jason, I get it. And we have one. It's actually on Levitt's truck. And I've always had them. I sold one to Zeke. So I believe in them. I just think when it comes to the residential stuff, it's just, I don't know. Let me see. I need to learn how to use one. We have some 90% furnaces that aren't condensing in the secondary heat exchanger, but in the flue. Yeah. I mean, so, I don't know. And I could just be making a half-cocked fucking, but I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of other things you can do. And I'm not saying in some situations that you don't need to use them, but for the most part is what I'm saying. I don't think you need to. If it has an inducer motor, which is almost 95% of what's out right now. Yeah, oil. Yeah. And oil makes sense. I think you should do a combustion analysis on every oil furnace you touch. That should be part of a PM. We don't do oil at Beltway. Well, Levitt does sometimes. We don't do oil, but there's a few, like a couple of one of my friends, Levitt does. And then we've done another one, but we don't really do oil. And, but yeah, it's, like a cracked heat exchanger. To me, there's a lot of things that you can, the flames are rolling out, or, this is happening. I think the heat exchanger is cracked. You need to visually see it cracked. That's what we teach. We pull heat exchangers. Okay. If it is over 10 years old and you think that something is cracked, you pull the fucking heat exchanger, you sit it on the ground, and you can be like, this is cracked. Or if it's not, it has TSPs, temperature stress points. Be like, hey, these points look a little rough. It's not cracked. It's still good. Just want you to see this. I took it out. There's some spots that are concerning, but it's not cracked. It's still safe to use. Just want you to see it, Mr. Customer. And if it is cracked, you're both looking at it. It's sitting on the ground. And if it is cracked and they end up replacing the furnace or whatever it is, you don't got to put it back in anyway because they can't run it. If it's not cracked, then you put it back in. But that way you're not showing them some smudge picture on your phone like, yeah, your heat exchanger's cracked. You got to buy a new furnace. You see this? They don't know. Oh, I see our commenter stopped, rookie. Way to be persistent, my man. Yeah, the Carrier R2Us, they are pretty easy. Yeah, no, that's good. Well, and then the commercial stuff, they're easier to get to. Oh, good shit, rookie. Good shit. Yeah, I used to use the borescope. I have that really, really nice. Well, at the time it was the really, really nice Milwaukee one with like the rotating head and all that. And we let our guys use borescopes. But if they see a crack and it's over 10 years old in our maintenance, we pull heat exchangers on 80% furnaces. 90% furnaces, we don't make them pull it all the time. But if it's an 80% furnace, it's over 10 years old and we're doing a maintenance, we are pulling the heat exchanger. Yeah, Jason, at least the good thing about the commercial ones, that there's an access plate you can take off for the most part, and you can see them, and they're actually, changeable. Me and Levitt, Chevy Levy, Odell, were talking about I got to do some kind of training with some of our techs that don't know some commercial. We do majority of what we do is residential, but we do have some light commercial, maintenances and different things. And some of the guys that are doing them, they say they know, but they don't know. And commercial, you do after 6 years old. Yeah, so for us, commercial, they have to check the heat exchanger take the plate off and check it on every one because it's visible. So when you say commercial, do you mean just commercial application, like a residential system and a commercial application, or just commercial like RTUs? Yeah, sometimes they are, Jason, because everything's in one place. Curtis, what's up, my man? Yeah, well, I see what you're saying about furnace inspections, though. But the only thing is, what you got to be careful is if you're the last one to touch it, you own it. So, and the way we do, if it's cracked, what we tell the customer is, this is not the way the manufacturer intended it. If the people say they want to run it, then hey, that's more power to them. I just don't want us to be liable for it. That's the only reason I just say, I let them turn it back on. We don't do it. But I agree with that. And let's be honest, most systems that have a inducer motor, they are I was gonna say, that didn't sound like you, Curtis. I was trying to believe in, but I do get when people say about some of that, like the reason I was saying is when people say like, oh, even if it's cracked, like it's not going to release carbon monoxide, they're technically true. It's under a negative pressure. If it has an inducer, so it's not going to blow out carbon monoxide, but it's not the way the manufacturer intended it to run. When you're going to leak it is during the off cycle when it starts to neutralize and releases. So, and everybody nowadays is trying to get money. And that's what I said before, man. If any of you guys install systems, you're doing side work, or through your company, please make sure that you are doing SEER 2 matchups. Once again, I've heard from several sources, people from all over the country that I know, that they are going to fine the fuck out of people. It's like $40,000 per day per piece of equipment or something like that. It's crazy. It sucks you're not going to HR, Hughes. I was looking forward to seeing you, buddy. But I totally get it. I definitely do. Oh, thank you, buddy. Yeah, for sure. HVAC would say, you missed what? Oh, my thoughts on Linux. I don't mind Linux. as most of you know, I was a Carrier guy. I've always came up being a Carrier guy. I was always with like a Bryant or a Carrier dealer. So I kind of have a soft spot in my heart for Carrier, especially the high end stuff like the Infinity, the Green Speeds and stuff like that. But I think Lennox puts out a good product though. I think Lennox is good. They're just like Carrier where they have a lot of lines. I mean, in their matchups and different things like that. But I like Lennox. I have no issues with them. Well, I know why you're a Train guy, Jason, because of the rooftop stuff. I do think Trains makes badass rooftop stuff. But I'm not a huge fan of the residential stuff. Furnaces are pretty decent. ACs, heat pumps, not horrible. I really don't like that stupid fucking coils they do, the spine fins, but whatever. And their heat pumps, I don't think the technology's all that great. Shoving the fucking board over in that little thing, you got to slide it out. Like I said, I heard a bunch of rumors with Train. I don't really know what's going on with them. I thought that was you, Isaiah. That's what I thought. Well, American Standard Train, same shit. And yeah, they're not bad. I mean, and to be honest, let's be honest, man. Like you can't go really bad. Like to me, if somebody wants like really efficient, they want it to be really quiet, then yes, I think maybe you should go with like a high-end Carrier, Lennox, or a Train. But if you're just looking for something that is like budget friendly and it's durable, you guys aren't gonna like what I have to say, but it's Goodman. You can't beat that for the price. That's their market, and they fucking destroy that market. And as much as it pains me to say that, it's the truth. But all of the major brands, besides like your Nordyne shit, Air Temp, any brand, if it's installed properly, it will work properly. It's that simple. If it's installed the way the manufacturer intended to be installed, with the proper sizing of ductwork, returns proper, all that kind of stuff. Static pressure is where it's supposed to be. The system will do what it's designed to do. And that's just the truth. And to be honest, 90% of customers don't give a fuck about the brand. I have sold millions of dollars in equipment in a single year, and I can't tell you how many times that I've sold something and the person never even asked me what fucking brand it was. Not once. Because they were buying me and the company that I was representing. So that's the truth, man. Yeah, the Amandas are good. The Daikin stuff is good. I mean, Daikin, Amanda, Goodman's all the same shit for the most part. There is some differences between the different lines, but yeah. When you go high end, Goodman, Amanda, or Daikin, the only thing is they're not known for being quiet. Like they're not going to be the quietest unit. So if like the decibel level and how loud it is important to them, then they probably should not go with a Daikin brand, meaning Daikin, Amana, or Goodman, because it's not going to be quiet. My last house, when I had the two Carrier Green Speeds in there, the 25 VNAs, those things, I love those systems. They were fucking quiet. The only time you could really even tell they were running is when they ramped up, which the way I sized them, they never really had to ramp up. But I mean, I'd literally be outside with my kids my daughters on the swing set, and you wouldn't even know. It'd be summertime and you wouldn't even hear the fucking things. I hate leaving those things, man. I used to want to be in the yard cutting the grass, walk over and like want to hump them. Like, I love you so much. God, I love you so much. It's hard I see that house, to ride by that house and see those systems. I want to knock on the door and be like, you better appreciate this motherfucker. Realize how nice they are. Jason Levitt will say something, man. I did like Daikin equipment, but we've had nothing but fucking issues with them, dude. They come in like the blower motors, like, belts aren't set up, the pulleys, and if you don't check it, shit's like falling the fuck off. coils with holes in them and shit. So I don't know if it's the distribution around here or Daikin as a whole, but yeah, that's one thing that, we have to use the Cool Cloud app. I'm not a huge fan of it, especially when you don't have service and the Cool Cloud doesn't fucking connect. It sucks. I love the Infinity control, and I used to love setting them up. They're easy to wire, Yeah, you got to deal with some communication issues. But when you install those, if you're running it by like a fiber optic line or something like that, if you just use fucking shielded wire, you won't have an issue. I will send it to you, Jimmy. Have a good night, my man. I appreciate you. Yeah, Kraus. I mean, I put them in, man. I put in one of the 18 SEER inverter heat pumps in my sister's edition, and it's cool. I mean, but I'll be honest, it ain't as nice as the green speeds as far as in my mind, it's not. I think you can get that for a better price than, you can get into inverter technology for a more budget-friendly cost versus the other brands sometimes. Rheem and Rude, you can get into inverter technology for a pretty budget cost, though. But actually, fuck, man, it's almost 10 o'clock. I've been on here yapping. So this is going to be hard to put out as an audio podcast. I've been talking to you guys the whole time. So if somebody listens to it, they're not going to know who you guys are. But, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this show, man. Thank you guys for coming here, man. We've had a good amount of people watching all night. I really do appreciate you guys. Now getting back on track, got some awesome guests coming up. It's going to be a really, really, really good time. Yeah, I want to thank all of you guys for coming out to watch, man. Like I said, Happy New Year to you. Set those fucking goals, man. Hold yourself accountable. Be the best version of you, man. If you want to do something, write that shit down. Fucking write it into fruition and fucking do it, man. Make yourself happy. Push yourself to get what it is that you want. Make sure you take the time, for yourself, to do what you got to do, to be there for your family members, and to be there for yourself, your own mental health, all that kind of stuff. And I think we're gonna have a fun year this year, man. We're gonna got a lot of things planned for the podcast we're gonna do. I cannot wait for AHR. I'm gonna try to get out and about this year as much as possible. So hopefully, if I'm in a city near you, we can get to hang out, meet in person. I can buy you, dinner, a beer, a coffee, whatever your cup of tea is, and it should be a good time. Finity some ass. Get out of here with that shit, boy. In here speaking nonsense. Man, good thing you're a moderator. I'd be fucking deleting your comment. Just kidding. But yes. Thank you guys, man. I'm looking forward to the new year and what we're going to bring. Some of the things the sponsors are going to take out, are going to put out, and things that we're going to be able to do for you guys. I have some other sponsors that I've been talking to, but I'm just kind of picky about who I sponsor with. But I have some other companies that are in the works talking. I may or may not, go through, with them. So we'll see. But if they do, that's just more that I can give back to you guys, which is amazing. And trying to go the video content and all that kind of stuff. Got to find that new editor. So I'm in the process of doing that now. But that way I can just concentrate on fucking making content. You know what I mean? So thank you, Sam. I appreciate that, buddy. You as well, my man. You as well. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this, man. I agree. It's hard to fly in a flawless inverter. There's no such thing. They all have their issues, Matt T. But yes, I love you guys, man. I appreciate you. Let me go ahead and end this. Remember, be safe out there. Make it home the same way you left. All right. Take care of yourself. Take care of one another. Try to help somebody in the industry, help somebody in life. You know what I mean? Just try to do the right thing. Be positive. If you put positive vibes out in the world, you get positive vibes back. I'm sorry. I truly believe in that. I believe in karma. If you're a dick every day, that's what you're going to get back. Hopefully you don't get a dick in your back, but you know what I mean? Set yourself apart. Do the little things the next guy's not doing. Master your craft. In the words of, Mr. Ben Poole, he always says that master your craft. Try to be the best at what you do. If you're not giving it your best, then don't do it. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's about it. Make sure you follow the podcast on all the social media platforms. I'd really appreciate it. If you're not following me on Instagram, go give me a follow on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Facebook, do that, the actual business page. You can join HVAC Uncensored Nation if you'd like. If not, just follow the business things. You greatly appreciate it. And then make sure you download the audio podcast on whatever podcast app that you like to use. It should be on all the major platforms. But if you guys find it on a platform and it's not working or something's not there, let me know, because I only listen to it on Apple Podcasts. So some of the other ones, if my hosting site doesn't tell me, I don't know. So if you have an issue, reach out to me and let me know. All right. That being said, till next week, I love you, mofos. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I can't wait to what we can all do together and we can accomplish in 2023. All right. Peace.
Thanks for listening to the HVAC Uncensored Podcast. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram, or email us anytime at hvacuncensored@gmail.com. Now, get back to work. Shut this down. The views and opinions shared on the HVAC Uncensored Podcast may not necessarily be the views and opinions of our sponsors or guests.